Yo, what's good YouTube? Chris, back with another video. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much guys for 100 subscribers. I honestly didn't even think I would make it there. I got 1,000 views on my first video. That means like 1 out of 10 people subscribed, and that's fucking amazing. I love every single one of you guys, and I can't wait to grow this channel, as well as have you guys watch me and just document my journey on here. I'm going to try to keep this pretty, one take-ish, try to be as real as possible. But today, I'm going to be talking about my sales script, kind of how I do it, how I manage to close as many deals as I do, at the rate I do. I have around a 50% close rate, which is fucking amazing. Obviously, I don't have too much sales calls. I don't have too much, what's the word I'm looking for? A big sample size, but I still think I'm a very good salesman. Actually, not only do I run my own agency, but I'm actually closing deals for another agency. So with that being said, I feel like I can give pretty good advice on closing deals, especially with guys with no experience. I hopped into SMMA with no SMMA experience, and I closed my first deal. And my second deal was actually a $3,000 deal. So I went 2 for 2 in my first. I actually went 3 for 3, and then I actually ended up missing on my fourth, which is okay. It happens, you just got to move forward. But I think I can give some pretty good tips on how to close deals without having prior experience in SMMA or even sales. So let's kind of jump into it. I'm going to give you some tips, tricks, all that. Tip number 1, you got to be confident. I'm not even the most confident person in real life, but whenever you come onto a sales call, you have to be confident no matter what. And so ways I've figured out how to do that: stay confident, role playing the call in your head before. I have a script, which I'm going to show you guys the script. Play that script out in your head. Just envision it. Envision that shit. Envision them going through with the deal, all of that. So that's confidence is all a mental thing. So as long as you hop on that call ready to go, ready to close the deal, you will be fine. Also, do not let them get off the call without paying. Push them as much as you can to pay on the phone, because when you let them get off the phone or the call or the meeting without paying, your chances of signing them go down by 70-80%. Don't let them leave without paying you. That is the biggest tip I could give you. Also, I got some new lighting in here, and I also got a backdrop, so tell me if it looks good. I think it looks pretty good, but tell me if it looks good. Also, I took a 50 milligram edible like 30-40 minutes ago, so it should be kicking in like anytime soon. But yeah, don't smoke, guys. Don't smoke. Smoking is absolutely fucking stupid, especially if you want to make it in the business world. But I've been smoking since I was. But yeah, guys, don't smoke weed. I'm gonna show you guys my sales script. Like I said, it's something that you want to base your. It's what you can go off it if you want to. I would make some changes, kind of fit it to your style. But this is what I use to close every single call. It's very simple. All you really need to be doing is controlling the sales call. It's a big thing, by being the one talking the whole time, asking them the questions, making them give the answers, replying to their answers. It's very simple. It's a psychology thing. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And like I said, fit this to your own style. Before I do that, I'm going to give a little update on my agency. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of closing for that other big time agency, and they give me great commissions, so like almost all of my day is put up to that. But I still have all my software running, still trying to get deals here and there. Still have my 3 clients. The work is very easy. The work is all outsourced. It's very easy to maintain. So while I'm doing all of the closing for the other agency and outreaching to other companies for my agency, I'm still maintaining all the deals I have so far. And that's the great thing about SMMA, is that you can maintain everything you already have relatively easily with all the outsourced work. Also, I want to preference a few things. Make sure to use your media buyer's results. If you don't have any results, you can go find a media buyer on Upwork. Very easily. Take his results. They're going to be your results pretty much, because you're going to be using him to run the ads. So use his results, say they're your results, and that's what you're gonna show all your clients. I found a media buyer a weekend who had like 20 mil in ad spend, and I was like, okay, you're my guy now. I'm gonna give you all my deals. He only wanted like 750 a client, and I showed off all his results for all my clients. So yeah, do that. Find a media buyer at Upwork, find the best one you can find, ask for his results, and send his results around. And you can even rebrand his results. He'll usually send them in like a Google Doc. Rebrand the Google Doc to whatever your agency is and use those. Before we jump into the sales script, if you add me on Snap, I'll put my Snap in the description. You can text me and I'll give you tips, tricks, all that. But I'm also offering consulting to you guys, very cheap. I kind of want to get into that mentorship, helping people. I'll set up your agency for you. I'll set up your website. I'll get everything rolling for you. I'll even give you that good ass lead method that I told you about, that I can't upload on YouTube anymore because you'll know why if you end up getting it. It's the best lead method by far, but it cannot be on YouTube. It gets you around 1,500 leads in 3 days. Absolutely destroying the competition. So add me on Snap. I'll offer consulting very cheaply, and we can run over everything, and I'll set your agency up with you. So if you're interested in that, add me on Snap. And yeah, peace guys. Shout out to Iman Ghazi for the sales script. This is pretty much his sales script. I got it from his course. I bought his $2,000 course, and I've kind of mixed and matched things, changed things up a bit. But yeah, shout out to Iman Ghazi. He's the man. He's killing it. All right, so I'm going to show you guys kind of this script. This is just the start of the script. There's more to it, more questions after, but this is what I always show to them at the start of the call. 15-minute demo call, obviously. How our demo calls go. This is a demo call. We will never make you an offer or tell you what services are right for you. This is a call so we can tell you about how we operate and what matters to us. Then I'll ask some questions so I can understand the nuances of your business. Then we'll see whether it's worth scheduling a second call where we make an offer. Like I said, this makes them feel like these guys aren't just taking every offer they get. First, I'm going to ask you some questions to see whether we can actually get you results. If I don't think we can, I'll end the call there out of respect for your time. Second, I'm going to see whether you're a good culture fit for our agency. Both of those have to be a green light for me to offer you the chance to work with our agency. Once again, making them feel like it would be an honor to work with you. That's what you want to do. That's how you control the sales call immediately off the gate. Let me run you through the way we operate, then we'll jump into the questions about your business. We are results driven. Our priority, this is our number one priority. We don't make excuses or complaints. We don't blame it on the testing phase, and we judge ourselves off of one thing before anything else: how much money we made you. No agency owners know what it's like to put their own money on the line. We know what it's like to spend $5 to $6K a day of my own money. It's pretty intense. That's why we have so much respect for our clients' budget and spend as if it was our own personal money. This once again makes them feel comfortable, makes them feel safe. The best marketing. From day one, we decided the best form of marketing for our agency would also be to get the best results in the industry more consistently than anyone else with zero risk to the client. Turns out that was the best decision we've ever made. We're lean. Our team is only made up of 11 people. I have my pick of the litter when it comes to talent. My criteria has always been to pay my employee the salary of 3 people but get the output of 10 people from them. This directly affects your cost. You're not paying for my bloated company payroll. You're paying for the best talent in the world. This makes them feel good, like they're not going to overpay for anything. No office is something we debated for a while, but decided rather than paying $8K per month for an office in Dallas, it's better we stay remote, because rather than you having to pay for our swanky office and our expensive lifestyle, your retainer is a reflection on value. Once again, this is gonna lead into the later thing, but it's making them know that they're not paying for anything other than results. Lean thinking. You'll notice this idea of resourcefulness and lean thinking permits into everything we do as an agency. There's a process and system for everything we do as a service provider. We know structure is the only way to get results over a long timeline. We view the world of performance marketing as a part science, part art. Client obsessed. As much as we have a system and protocol for everything, we will never let go of our human touch. We're here for you if it relates to the business or outside of it. That makes them feel good on the inside, like you have their back. and it's exactly what these do as well. We can just skip through that. You can read all that. I'm going to leave this in the description. I'm going to leave this whole thing in a doc so you guys can take the whole thing, just replace your logo. And lastly, we're expensive. Say something along the lines of, we're expensive for a reason. We have tons of clients. We're always delivering on our results and what we promise. We've worked with over $10 million in ad spend. This is just so later on in the call, whenever you make your offer, even if it's not expensive, they're expecting it to be very expensive. When they hear expensive, when $1 million business owners hear expensive, they're probably thinking a lot higher than you're going to offer. And so it puts that into their brain. So when you hear your offer, when they hear your offer and it's a lot lower than they probably expected, they're going to be excited about it. They're going to be like, that's not as much as I thought. And then it's going to, persuade them a bit. It may not be the end all be all, but it's definitely going to open them up a bit to taking your offer. So yeah, we just finished talking about the introduction to the sales call. Now we're going to talk about the questions you're going to ask them. You're going to be asking questions the whole time, completely controlling the sales call. That's the way to do it. So yeah, like I said, not going to waste your time, talk about too much. We're just going to jump into the questions. First question you're going to ask them, you took the time out of your day to talk to me. Why is that? You're just going to ask them this, get them to say up front why they're here. It's going to be something like, I'm struggling with marketing. I want to bring in more traffic. I want to bring in more leads. You're going to get that right out of the way immediately. Obviously, this can change. If you hounded them down and sent them 6 follow-up emails, they're going to be like, well, you kept spamming my inbox. But if they reached out to you, or you reached out once, they obviously hopped on the call for a reason. They need help with something, and you're going to get that out of them. Second question, this is going to get them thinking a bit. What inspired you to start your business? This is just you're gonna let them talk, and then you're gonna let them talk, and then talk to them about that, make some small talk about it, tell them how much you think that's dope, whatever. Now we're gonna get into more of the business side of questions. In your mind, what's a regular customer look like? You're gonna say that can be age, that can be their location, that can be what they're interested in, what they're struggling with, male, female, anything. Get them to tell you what they think their regular customer looks like. Then you're going to ask them, what's the current process of taking a stranger and turning them into a customer? So this means their sales flow. You're going to ask them what their sales flow is. So ask if they're doing billboard ads. People see them on a billboard and then they reach out. Or if they have local ads, or if they're already running ads and they have a sales flow to a funnel. Ask them what their sales flow is. Ask them if they're liking it, if they want to do more, etc. Now you're going to get into more of the specific questions. A lot of people don't like to answer these straight up, so you got to work your way in a bit. Tell them something like, think of me like a tax advisor. I can help you make more money, but I need honest answers. And then you ask, how much revenue a month is your business doing? After they tell you that, ask them how much they would like to be doing in 12 months. Kind of see if they're thinking realistic, see if they're thinking, a bit out of the box. Just kind of get their opinion on that. And then ask them what their main struggle is right now. The perfect answer to this is marketing, ads not converting, and that's exactly why you're there. And a lot of times they will say that. Then you're going to ask them, have they ever ran paid social media ads before? Obviously you may know the answer to this from prior in the call, so you could skip over this question if they've already told you they're running ads. If they haven't, asked this question, see if they have. If they haven't, say something along the lines of, wow, there's so much room to grow with your company if you haven't even ran paid social media ads before. And then move on to the next question, have you ever worked with an agency before? A lot of times they haven't. But if they have, get their opinion on the last agency they worked with. You want to hear if it's a bad experience, if it was a good experience, etc. If it was a bad experience, kind of tell them, a lot of these agencies are out to take your money, get the installment fee and leave. Tell them that's not what we're here for. We're here to make you money, and that's our only goal. And yeah, that's after they answer all those questions, that's when you say, look, after this brief discussion today, I really do think this is something we can help you with, and I would like to pencil in another call, and then ask them what time works best for them. So that was the first call. Just kind of getting the framework out, write down all the answers to their questions, look it over, think about it, think about an offer. If they're making a lot of money, you could offer more. If they're making a lot of money, you could offer a bigger installment fee. If they're not making a lot of money, but you believe in the company, you could go lower retainer, and also you could go lower retainer with a higher % of profits. It's all about the business. I'm going to talk a bit about how to frame your offer for maximum results. I have my kind of way of thinking that I always do, but that can be different for anyone. If you want to go big retainer every time, no profits, you can do that, get the guaranteed money. But I'm reaching out to businesses that I really believe in, and so a lot of times when I hop on that call, I'm going small retainer, bigger percentage of profits. And yeah, that was call 1, and now I'm going to jump into call 2 and what you're going to be asking on that call, and also when you make your offer. Alright, now we're going to talk about when you hop on that second call. First, we're going to start off with the emotional buy-in. You want to get them feeling some sort of way before you ask them to pay you a certain amount of money. So you're going to say, now before we get in this call, I always like to attach meaning behind action. You're obviously very successful. You've made a lot of money. Why do you want to take your business from X to X, whatever their revenue numbers are? If they're making $20,000 a month, why do you want to take your business from $20,000 a month to $60,000 a month? And this isn't just because you want to make money. This could be something along the lines of you want to spread a message with your business, or you never want your family to work another day in your life. What's your reason behind wanting to scale your business even higher? So once they give you an answer that'll get them feeling some sort of way, you're going to start off the call on a good note. They're going to talk about themselves, and you're going to jump into it. Next, reiterate on your questions that you asked in the last part. Talk about how much money they want to make, their forms of advertising right now, etc., etc. Questions 3 through 11, reiterate on those. Then you're going to say, would you agree that online marketing is the best way to scale your business right now? They're going to say yes, and you're going to say, I would agree. You're just trying to get them to say out loud that your service is right for them. Then you're going to say, after I heard your numbers, I'm going to give you the worst case scenario and the realistic case scenario. Give them the worst case scenario, and you can even shoot that pretty high for what they're expecting, and then go realistically. And give it realistic, and make it realistic. If you really don't think you can reach their goal numbers, don't tell them you can. But a lot of times you can, so tell them that you can. After that, say, on the results front, say, on the results side, I think it's a green light for us. But like I said, we don't take on every client just because we think we can make them money. We take on clients that also we think we're going to mesh well with during our partnership. You heard me talk about how we operate, what we stand for, etc. Why do you think you'd be a good fit to work with our agency? Every time they're going to tell you why they're a good fit to work with your agency. They're literally saying out loud why they think they would be a good fit. And you're going to say, awesome, I agree. Then you're going to say, here's what I think we can do to help your company the most and how much it costs. That's when you throw the offer at them. And then after that, it's all about getting their payment. You want to get their payment on call. Don't let them get off the call without giving you payment. If they have objections, answer their objections, but you really don't want to let them get off the call without paying you, or you're going to lose that chance of getting them by so much, drastically.